All right, we are now live on the horizontal stream. Everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm the Checkpoint Professor, aka Gabriel Olson, co-founder of WalterNet Games, working on our indie game Bricks Over Blocks right now. Available on Steam. Go check it out. We're making updates. We're trying to make a new update every 2 weeks on Steam. We just posted our May 1st update on May 6th yesterday. So a few minutes late, but we have some new updates to test before we have our weekly sprint meeting this week. One of the things I plan on doing too, we'll do it later today, is doing weekly devlog updates where I just give the latest and greatest of what we chatted about in our sprint meeting. Hopefully, if you're a game developer, to kind of give you a little bit of inside baseball on our process. So we are a team of 5 right now. So I'm with our programmer and co-founder, Derek Peck. Got our lead programmer, Jonah. Concept artist, Jovi. 3D artist and animator, Zach. And my lovely wife has been taking over marketing to kind of keep that up. So I'm the creative director, kind of holding a lot of hats, holding it all together, doing these YouTube channels, blogs, level design, and a lot of fun stuff. So that's where we're at with our process. As soon as Unreal finishes popping up, we'll check out some of the updates. I'm really excited for some of the effects and the game feel we have coming in. So we'll chat about that. But yeah, here we go. Sometimes, why are you taking so long, Unreal Editor? It's insane. So we'll just sit here and chat for a minute. Let's start recording. So if anyone is hopping now, I'd love to hear what you're working on, what you're up to. I also have been doing more Let's Plays of kind of the new games that are popping up on Steam. Let me fix my camera here a little bit. I don't like the way it is hanging out. See if I can fix it. There we go. Get me kind of centered here smoothly on the screen. Yeah, but here we go. I think I'll do a share it with the crew. Do it with our Discord. Let's do it with our entire Discord community. Here we go. And I need to get I desperately need to get a new thumbnail for this video. All the stuff, all the little bits and pieces we're working on. 45%. We've almost got our shaders compiled. It's a epic moment here. So we usually have a weekly meeting every Wednesday afternoon. The team gets together, we talk about what we worked on, talk about the needs of the game, and then what our tasks are going to be for the following week. So we're doing 1 week sprints, and every 2 weeks we are preparing a build to launch with updates and feedback, and then getting as much content in. Very soon here we should have some bats and fish for the forest level. This week I'm excited to get back into a little bit more level design. It's finals week at school, so it's kept me insanely busy. So I'm excited for the summer, have a little bit more time to work on the game and really push things forward and start thinking about what our next project will be. So our team has a goal of a new game every 10 to 11 months. So 1 new game per year, if not a little bit more, depending on the scope and the size of the game. And I'm hoping that as we continue on as a team, we'll get more cohesive and be able to work a lot more faster and efficiently. So you see on YouTube, there are a lot of like solo devs who are they just do it all themselves. And I think that's fine, especially if you have the means and the finances to not have a full-time job and just go straight into game development. But it sure is nice having teammates to help spread out that load, work a little bit more efficiently, and have more fun. I think we've got 2 more shaders to compile. 10. Here, I'm going to switch my camera here. A lot of chatting. So these streams, these live streams that you're seeing now, there'll be a lot in this format, but I'm trying to debate. A lot of this will cut up and use as we'll cut this up and use it as promotional material, or just edit them to talk about our weekly devlogs. But for the most part, I'm thinking we'll probably have these videos up maybe for a week or 2, and then I will set them to private, and maybe set that up as for people who join our community. We'll be able to see past live streams, but trying to decide how we're going to do that. We've got 199 subscribers. So if you're watching right now, we're really trying to break that 200 and use YouTube as a mean to not only market our game, but also extra, hopefully get partnered on YouTube, use it as an extra financial means to help support our game and its development. Whereas we've also been in talks with investors. We're also talking about doing a Kickstarter, really whatever it takes to keep the ball rolling. Really excited about how awesome Bricks Over Blocks has turned out. With everybody who's been involved, it's been a process since February of last year when it was conceived, and then in the fall we took on some interns and really moved it forward, published it on early access in November, and then the last few months we've been making good strides on updates as much as we can, working about 5 to 10 hours a week, so not a ton of time, but we're really hoping to grow that into something special. So yes, indeed. Okay, here we go. We're almost there. My goal for today is just to do some play testing of our current build, partly so I can give some design direction to my team when we have our sprint review meeting today. And so I'm kind of up to date on kind of what I feel like needs to be done or updated. Some goals to set for the May 15th build. And come on, buddy. So we are using Unreal Engine 5.44. Here it is. It's all coming into the scene. So let me switch my camera here so you can see it. All right, here we go. All right. So my goal is to just I just want to play test this current level. So here is our title screen right here. Our little title level layout. I love looking at the behind the scenes, kind of like how it all maps out. You can see we just have this big tileable, toxic texture kind of scrolling by, which you can definitely see all the tiling on it. And the city is just kind of just plopped down every which way, just whatever makes sense. It's all smoke and mirrors, which is kind of fun. If we focus in on one of these buildings. Oh, I'm using the wrong keyboard. I'm using one keyboard to stream with, and another keyboard to run my live stream. So sometimes I press the wrong button. Sometimes I hit Control Alt F4 on the wrong one. We seem to have frozen just a little bit, so I'm going to tell it not to. Would you like to import it? Change source change has been detected. Let's not import it right now. Maybe one of the files that I had added before. You can see it's all smoke and mirrors here. And so we'll let you check out what it looks like when we actually hit the play button. Like so. Here we go. Let's hit play. Play. All right, let's check out the new changes that have been added. We're going to play it right in the editor today. I am super excited. Controller support, so we hit any key to continue. And here's what you see, right? So you don't see all of the tiling textures. You don't see anything off the background. This is just our intro scene. So it looks like the city is much larger than it is, which I think is pretty cool. It's kind of like this ground eye view type of a scene here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right. I can't hear it very well, though. Can you all hear okay? To try and up my volume. May have to. There we go. Now I can hear it okay. All right, let's do this. So controller support and mouse support. So one of the updates I want to make for May 15th is actual submit it as full controller support. I think that'll actually help as people are looking for games to play and games with controller support. We had partial controller support before and we got denied because you could still see the mouse on occasion. So notice the mouse is disappearing now once you start using the controller, which is great. We do have keyboard support and controller support, but right now, according to Steam, it's only set as controller support. So one of our goals too, as well, is to get the game approved on Steam Deck certified. Once again, I'm going to beat this like a dead horse. Okay, we have some new effects playing. Okay, we're a bit rough here. Okay, I didn't see it. Okay, look at that. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I think maybe we need to cool them down just a little bit. Okay, so we have this like danger cone coming through your head as you jump up. So a little bit glitchy playing it right out of the gate, but it's fine. Okay, let's get those cleared out. I'm trying to think what I think. Yes, more explosions happening there. I don't know, I'm digging it. I think the smoke on some of those, there's like a big smoke plume that's kind of taking up the screen a little bit. I think we may want to adjust that a little bit. And then I want to go through and make sure that every level is centered a little bit better. So on this one, I think I want to zoom in just a little bit more on the screen. But look at that. That new effect is awesome. And look at him too as he moves left and right. He has that little trail behind him. Oh, that's cool. That cone effect is cool. I'm digging it. Before our meeting today, I want to do a little drawing of my idea of how I want the missiles to look. And with that cone effect from the car, so watch this. Like he gets that cone around his head. I wonder if there's a pickup that we could get, kind of like a super jump that would allow him to have that effect when you aren't hit by something. But that's feeling awesome. This is the kind of game feel stuff. We need a sound effect too when that. So we have that cool cone effect. We need a sound effect for it as well. It's all sound and effects at this point. There we go. We got the last one. Success. Success. All right, on to the next level. Let's check them out. We're going to play through several of them, and then I will prepare my notes. Prepare my notes for the meeting. All right, here we go. All right, all right. And this is playing from the editor as well, so it is not like optimized for shipping. I think with all the new effects we are doing though, we probably will have to do some kind of optimization passes. That is a good problem to have, that we have. Okay, okay, so see those projectiles coming from my head? We want bigger effects playing when those explode. Ooh, so much damage. Boom. And then with all of this, just playing with new ways that we can emphasize the protecting of the blocks. Like, I almost wonder, what if at the beginning it's like we have a thing, protect the blocks. We need to, how can we really emphasize destroy the bricks, protect the blocks? I've been thinking a lot about like maybe a halo or something, an outline or something even around the bricks and the blocks, maybe in a different color, something to really make them stand out. Because sometimes we have busy backgrounds that I feel like they can get lost in the backgrounds a little bit. So I'm wondering what kind of like effects that we can do. I've thought even about the bricks of doing like a translucent alpha map, like to kind of fake in like a drop shadow like you have in Photoshop. So it's a little bit darker and then it fades out. And I don't think the player would even notice it. I think I'm just going to test it out on some of the bricks this week to make them pop a little bit more, pop them out a little bit more in the foreground. And the goal is to have the bricks are supposed to look kind of shiny and clean and metallic, whereas the blocks are more terrestrial and earthy. Is kind of the goal. Let's see if I can jump on this one. Nope, we failed. We failed. I took the risk, and one of my blocks got destroyed. I'm totally bummed. All right, so here we are shooting the projectiles from our head. Getting the extra points. Oh my gosh. And we are not doing a good job. We are not doing a good job of protecting. We're protecting our world here. We're failing, Blocky. Don't fail. Okay. I love the point system that pops up. So much going on. So much going on in this game. Ooh. Here we go. Let's see if we can jump on this guy. Nope, my timing is so off. I need to figure out... Oh, shoot. See how much points I lost from that? How can we like slow down the gameplay, like when you lose a ball or the player falls in? I'm almost thinking like we have that... Actually, Jonah, the same zoom in effect we use for when the balls... that might be a seamless way to do it. The same zoom in effect we get when you break the last brick. We could do the same zoom in effect when the player dies. And we could do that animation that Zach created where Blocky busts apart. And play some negative music. Wah, wah, and then go right back into the gameplay. That way you wouldn't even have to pause the game. It would be just like we're doing now. Ooh. Just like we're doing now with that, right? That zoom in you just saw, and then it puts you right back in the gameplay. So it's this illusion of pausing the game, but it doesn't really pause the game. I think that might be just the ticket. Ooh. Let's see if we can get this last one. Boom. Got it. Perfect. And then we need a sound effect still when that hits right there. Like, maybe we don't, but maybe just even a subtle sound effect. It's like da 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 da. I don't know. Something right there. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Let me know what y'all think. Okay. Next level. Here we go. So we'll show off some of this during our sprint review today too. The nice thing about using the virtual camera on OBS is we can actually show the gameplay. That's what we could have done. So we've been having troubles like with my student games, showing gameplay footage that doesn't lag. And it just occurred to me that if whatever student is showing the game, if you actually run it as a virtual camera, that may solve the problem. Because it's encoding it as a background, not as video. I don't know, maybe it wouldn't work. I think it would work for me because I'm running the game on a separate PC than what I'm watching on Zoom, so it would just look like a video background. But I don't know. We're gonna test it out today. And then you wouldn't have the audio either, so maybe it's a fail. Probably figure it out. Let's save all these. All right, we got our projectiles. Let's do this. And we need like pew pew sounds. Pew 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 pew. I don't know if it's pew pew specifically, but some kind of sound. Look at all my pew pews. Okay, let's get that one up. Oh, I'm a pro. Oh, we lost our pew pews. Oh no. No. We're failing. We had one job, protect the blocks. We're failing at it. Let's try and shoot those two off to the left. Try and get them to ricochet up towards those blue blocks. Looks like one of them will get it. There we go. This should do it. That one should get it. No, it's gonna miss. It's gonna miss. What? Okay. We missed it. Okay, this one will get it. There we go. Success. Success was made. Okay, looking good. I need to go up to... I think I'm gonna exit it here. Let me exit it. I'm just curious. Let's look at some of the levels. Cave number 1. Not save. Let's open up cave number 1 and then forest number 1. Okay, so we had added some bats in here. I'm not sure if they're not all in here, so we'll check them out. Oh, they are the bats. Oh, imagine those flapping and moving a little bit slower. All right, we have our blocking bats. Okay. Are they too big? Are they too big? That's the question. And they're flying in fast and furious. Yeah, slow them down. I think we could even slow down the car a little bit as it comes over. Let's see if I can jump on one. Yeah, I cannot jump on one. I think it... There we go. We got it. Okay. Yes, first visualization. We don't have the bat cars anymore, so I love it. What else could those bats do to kind of give a little bit of danger? They're so wide too. So I think when they fly, so the collision capsule will be similar to the car. The wings won't. You'll just pass through the wings if you land on them. But this is awesome. This changes the whole dynamic of these cave levels. Makes me wonder what else we could add into them. Okay, let's see if we can jump on this. Ah! I think they need to come from the bottom and up a little bit. That's great. That's great. We got our bats coming in. All right, first look at the bats. A lot of change, a lot of adjustments to make this week on the bats. This will be great for our sprint review feedback. And something I can work on as well. I know Zach has been working hard on some bat wing animations, and there's a new model. So the idea is that the bats will be hanging up on the ceiling, and they will fall down, start flapping their wings, and then slowly come at you. A little slower than this. They're gonna have cute faces, blinking. It's all about the eyes. There we go. Oh, we almost jumped up there. And yeah, and then changing how often they fly too. Let's see if we can get that last one. See if we can jump off. Oh, I wanted so badly to jump off these bats. There we go. We got it. Good job, Blocky. All right, let's check out the forest level then. Let's see how the fish look. That is awesome to see. Okay, server issues. Great, great, great. Because we are signed in as Jonah, I think. So every time I have to sign in as a new Perforce user. Okay, so forest number 1. There you are. Forest number 1. Here we go. All right, let's check out. Jonah says, I made the bat a child of the car so that the bat collision is the same as the car collision. The bats just work wider. Ah, that's perfect then. That's exactly what we want. Okay, so here we go. This whip. I don't know if anyone can tell that this is a whip. But I'll tell you what, without like the multi-core. Oh, yep. So, still using the car, which is fine. But those, so those will be fish soon. That is super fun. Jonah, that new effect with the cone around it. So we'll work on getting some audio of that. I think now as we work on just polishing this whole thing up, it becomes a whole list of just one-off tasks that hopefully won't be too crazy, like adding a sound here, adding a different effect here. But this whole thing is looking so much better. Obviously, the forest level needs all the assets put together correctly. I'm still working on that. We need a new water effect. We're gonna reuse some of the city effects. I think I might just kind of reuse some of the water effects for the city. We're gonna replace, right now it's just a static water. I don't mind the color. And then we want splashes as the fish pass through it. And I think what we'll do is we'll just put we'll put one big collision volume at the height of the water. I think what we'll do. And then we'll just play a splash effect at the position of the car, of the fish, when it hits the water. So that way, just one single trigger volume should do all of our splashing effects. That should be easy. Jonah says, do we have the fish model in the project? I thought we did. If we don't, I will get it in. Because we've had the fish model for a while. All right, my friends. So that's it. This is a short stream before our sprint update. Everybody have a beautiful day. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We want to break that 200 barrier and continue to make content. If there's anything you'd like to see on our project, any information you're looking for, let us know. And we will try to oblige. Like I said, stay tuned every Wednesday or Thursday morning for for a devlog sprint update. And then continued gameplay footage.